So I'm going to start a little something different now, and that's I'm going to review a TV show, episode by episode, and that TV show is South Park, and we look at the 19th season of South Park. Now, it started about 3 weeks ago, so I'm a little behind on this, but after watching the first 3 episodes, I was like, wow, this is really getting good, and I thought now would be a good time to start reviewing a TV show. So I'm going to be reviewing the first 3 episodes, The Stunning and the Brave, Where's My Country Gone, and the city part of town, which, because it's the Shitty it's actually pronounced the Shitty part of town. So anyway, so far what I've seen with that season 19, I just love it. It's just wonderful. They got a real kind of a fresh take that they're taking this season in that they haven't done with other seasons. And it kind of goes back to the last season, season 18, where they were doing this thing where they had continuity, in a sense, where if they did something one episode, like where Randy was, they were trying to get, what's her name, Lord, to perform at someone's little birthday or some shit like that. And then they had, at the end, they had Randy dressed up as Lord, and think, oh, that's funny. And then the next episode, you find out that Randy actually was Lord. And this kind of continued. They make little references to the episodes that came before it. And at the end, they had this whole rehash of everything they had put out that season. And with this season, they're doing that, but they're doing it in a way that it's like every episode is part of one larger episode. The one episode, they'll do it, and then the next one that falls starts off where the last one finished off. And that's why I'm so excited about this new season. It's just one large story arc, and when it's all finished and done, if they keep it up, that is, when they season 19 comes out on video or is on Netflix, I can watch it episode after episode, binge watch it, and it'll feel like I've watched a 2.5 hour film. So we'll get into the first 3 episodes right now. First one was The Stunning and Brave, and it starts what the story arc is, and it's about how PC is coming back to the country, and they kind of looked at how in the last few months since they were on the air, how things have changed with social media and how it's just becoming worse. PC wise, was things like check your privilege, white privilege, and just all these things that progressive liberals say. And that's what I love. And like in the first episode, they introduced this new character called PC Principal, who's just fucking hilarious. I mean, he's like this macho frat guy, and he's always spouting everything that these social warriors are saying on Twitter and whatnot. And the first one, it's like he's pissed off because Kyle doesn't think that Caitlyn Jenner is a hero. That's all he says. He didn't think Caitlyn Jenner was a hero, and it starts this whole snowball effect where him and his frat boy, PC frat boys, start harassing Kyle, and they reference Tom Brady and stuff like that. And then at the end they throw in, the Syrian refugee crisis, Anchor Babies, Jared Fogle. It was also this big setup that Cartman had put together to take down the PC frat boys, but then like Kyle comes in, he goes, no, I think Caitlyn Jenner is a hero, and that's how the episode kind of ends. And then they go to the next one, and right away, this is what I'm talking about. It's like Kyle's with President Obama, and they're giving him some award because he says Caitlyn Jenner is a hero, right off of the last episode. And then in this episode, they actually have Caitlyn Jenner, and she's driving around hitting people with her car. She looks just weird as hell. And this episode is like Mr. Garrison goes crazy because all the PC stuff, and he sort of becomes like Donald Trump. They make fun of him that way, and then you find out that Canada was taken over by this Canadian Donald Trump, and at the end of the episode, Mr. Garrison sodomizes the guy to death. So that was funny. And then in the third episode, they try to gentrify, which is, make it rich, like poor neighborhoods rich and classy. And that one was kind of weak. That one didn't go anywhere. And like I said, I think that's because it's part of a bigger story, and this is kind of like a dull part in the story where they're setting up stuff in the next episode. And that's it. That's basically my review for the first two episodes. I really loved the first two, and then the third one was kind of meh. But overall, I just love this idea. There's that it's all one story. It's all connected, and they don't have to do it through like two-part things where you get a recap of what happened, the time before. It's just one story altogether. Next week I'll be back on, and I'll probably give you a better review of what was ever in that episode. I'm liking season 19 so far.